Welcome to The Tonight Show, everybody. What a crowd. That's fantastic. That feels great. Welcome to The Tonight Show. Well, guys, this is very exciting. Today, New York lowered the COVID vaccine eligibility to 50 years old. So good news, now every New York City hot dog can get the vaccine. Yep, New Yorkers will do anything to get vaccinated. This morning, I saw Times Square Elmo getting gray streaks. He was wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, technically. Dropping the age requirement to 50 is super exciting until you go for your shot and no one checks your ID. It's like, don't you want to see proof? It's like, no, you're fine. That's why my mom would do that all the time. Like, I got my ID checked today at the store. I go. They didn't think you were 21 years old. She really did do that.
I know.
Oh, God. Honestly, this really means everyone's eligible because after the last year, even kids look 50. What do I have to do to get a go-gurt around here? Meanwhile, today in Russia, Vladimir Putin got his COVID vaccine, but the Kremlin wouldn't say which vaccine Putin got. Ooh. Yep, it'll either be Sputnik V, COVID-Vac, or Smirnoff and Smirnoff. The nurse asked which arm, and Putin said, left pec, and then galloped away shirtless on a horse. Yep, by getting the vaccine, Putin made history as the first Russian to get injected with something and live to talk about it. I mean, normally when a Russian gets injected, they're either being poisoned or preparing for the Olympics. Let's be honest. I got a nice on that
Wow.
one. Somebody said nice.
Nice.
That's the thing about these tinier, smaller crowds.
More intimate.
Yeah, the actual verbal feedback.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. I'll take nice. Speaking of the pandemic, I saw that DoorDash will now deliver COVID test kits to your house. Yeah, the DoorDash guy will hook you up with fast food, COVID tests, and after a long enough pause, weed. There's your delivery, there's your test. All right, okay, let me see what I got. I gotta be honest, it's a little strange getting medical supplies from the same guy who brought you lunch from Fuddruckers. And get this, I saw that the theme park Disney California Adventure just reopened. That's right, you can pay $75 to walk around the park and buy stuff, but none of the rides are running. The CEO of Disneyland was on the news to talk about it. Check it out.
We're certainly going to be operating under some significant capacity constraints, but there's still plenty of things you can do at the park, like pretend the urinal is Splash Mountain, practice waiting in line, invent your own ride by getting strangers to spin around in circles with you, stand in the hot sun for 6 hours looking for shade, and have the kids pose with Mickey and Goofy on their smoke break.
Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, we're on the teacups. We're on the teacups. Some news out of Washington this week. President Biden's team is working on a $3 trillion proposal for jobs, education, and infrastructure. Yeah, $3 trillion. Does Joe Biden have a bunch of Bitcoin we don't know about? Yep, the plan will cost $3 trillion. It'll be paid for in quarters Biden finds behind your ear. Hey, whippersnapper. Actually, to pay for his plan, Biden may raise taxes on corporations. And you can tell big corporations aren't happy. This morning when Biden asked his iPhone for the weather, Siri was like,
try opening a window, bitch.
Oh, indeed. That is rude.
This is interesting. According to the White House, Biden and former President Obama talk on the phone all the time. Yeah, it's strange when those guys talk. Half the time the other's thinking, will this guy wrap it up already? Biden and Obama actually have a great relationship. I mean, compared to the last president who tried to have his VP murdered. Some business news. I saw that Popeyes just announced plans to open its first restaurant in the UK. Oh man, the monarchy is already on the brink of collapse. I don't think they can handle a chicken sandwich war. Yeah, at long last, people of the UK will be able to taste that exotic delicacy, chicken on bread. My word, what do you call this?
Insane.
This isn't a scone at all.
Someone call the Earl of
This is buttermilk biscuit.
Wait, this chicken is fried.
Listen to this. A new study found that on average, people gain 2 pounds per month during quarantine. Keep in mind, some of that weight is just layers of sweatpants that are now melded to your body. People are like, whoa, hang on, I got injected with the vaccine. That's got to weigh something. We all knew something was up because over the last year, either our masks got smaller or our faces got bigger. Do you know what I'm talking about? And finally, this is crazy. A Utah man's Ring doorbell camera captured 4 cougars outside his front door. Take a look at this. Look at that. When he looked back later, he saw an empty pizza box and a torn red shirt that said Papa John. You know, when I heard about 4 cougars on camera, I thought it was going to be the trailer for the new Sex and the City.